Welcome to the Match Fishing Pensioner. I am Martin, the Match Fishing Pensioner. So we're here today at Gold Valley. This is my first attempt to video a match that I'm in. I won't be doing the whole 5 hours, but I'll be dropping in and out. Hopefully I'll catch a fish and we might be able to see me landing that. But as we're going along, I'll talk about what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, and how others on the lake are doing. I'll speak to you soon. Well, it's 11:15, time to get the nets in. I've just had a walk up my bank. We're fishing all around the lake today, and the next 6 pegs towards the top of the lake, towards peg 1, have all got 13-16 metres of pole out, which I haven't. So I'm either very right or very wrong. I don't know, as usual, not got a clue. I've set up a waggler and a spare, and a bomb and a spare, and a top section plus 2 to go down the margin late on. In 6 or 8 matches here I think I've fished, I've only caught 1 carp down the margin, so I'm determined to give that a more serious go today. But basically I'll be bomb and waggler for the match with 8mm pellets at about 30 to 40 yards. Well, just 5 minutes to go before the whistle. Nets are in. Going to start on the bomb rather than the waggler today. I usually ping pellets out with the waggler, but while I'm pinging some pellets out, I'm going to start on the bomb, I think, just to see if there's one down there. And as I'm pinging pellets, hopefully it'll start bringing some fish up in the water, and then I'll change fairly swiftly to waggler. So I reckon I'll probably have half a dozen cats out there with the bomb on the deck with an 8mm pellet, and see where that gets me. So the bomb and waggler rods are both Daiwa Air rods. This is the Air AGS feeder 100, which is a 10-foot rod. Absolutely delicious rod to use. So I'll let you know how I've got getting on in a while, unless I manage to hook one early, in which case I'll try and video it. It's all new, this, not only the fishing but the videoing as well. My God, what am I doing? Speak to you later. Well, that was one of the quickest changes of plans ever. I've just seen a few fish topping right in my target area, right in front of me, 30 yards out. So 8mm pellet, on a Daiwa 7 gram, yeah, 7 gram Daiwa carper, 7 gram waggler float. Let's see how we get on. Speak to you soon. Right, we're half an hour in. Not a thing on the waggler, not an indication, no fish on the top, and the more pellets I put in, the more fizzing there was. They seem to be on the bottom. It's quite silty here. So after half an hour I've changed to a bomb, so 30 gram bomb, 8mm pellet still. I've probably put in about 30 catapult fulls, so 4 or 5 pellets each go of 8mm pellets on the waggler, and I've put the bomb over the top of that, and I'm going to feed about every minute another 4 or 5 pellets and see how we get on. So I'm catapulting fairly regularly, 4 or 5 pellets, fully extending my right arm, pointing at a target, which happens to be an island, but unfortunately not in my swim. Left arm back to the chest, letting go, and they're all landing pretty much on the size of a dustbin lid, something like that. My bomb is sat in the middle of them on the bottom. I've got a few fish, looks like they're surfacing now on various bits of the area, so I'm just about to pull this in. It's been in 6.5 minutes, and go back onto the waggler for probably give it an hour this time. It's warmed up significantly in the last 20 minutes, and the fish look like they're coming up. But saying that, I'm just getting a couple of indications on the tip now, so I might just leave it in another couple of minutes. But there's certainly fish coming up now, so I think it's not long before we're back on the wag. Well, we're an hour and a quarter in. I've been on the waggler for an hour of that and had nothing. I've just switched over to the bomb in exactly the same spot I was feeding the waggler. Nothing after 5 minutes, so recast the bomb just past the pellet area, and I've just had a good strong liner on the bomb, which leads me to believe that there's some fish there somewhere, because I was beginning to give up all hope. I can see all the far bank, so there's 12 anglers on there, and in the middle of the lake, which is sort of 3 pegs up the lake from me on the opposite bank there, catching fairly regularly, looks like, on the pellet waggler. On this bank, Jeff next to me's not had anything. Guy the other side's had one roach, and that's about it. I've had nothing yet. I'm blanking at the moment, but it's early days, and I think the tip will go round. It's just a question of time. Usually in the matches so far, which admittedly have been in warmer temperatures, I've been leaving it 3, 4, 5 minutes, usually 3 minutes before I recast. But I think today it's obviously fishing hard, especially this side. The temperature's dropped a bit, the water's not clear, so I think I'll leave it in 6 minutes per chuck and see what happens. As I say, I've had one liner on here so far, so we'll see how it goes. Well, the sun's come out, got my Maui Jims on, yay! Polarised, anti-glare, prescription, cool as F, still no fish. So short my hook length 4 inches. I've got a Robin Red hookable pellet on. See how that goes. Nice little common carp, about £8, £6 maybe, about £6, not 8, exaggerate. I think this is a carp on the bomb. Just got about 50 minutes left. I've only got £20 in the net. Been really slow and hard work today. Just thinking about going into the margin along to my right, and the tip went round. That's going to be very big. Well, about 10 minutes to go. I've had 4 carp, for £20. It's been a real struggle today. Jeff next to me reckons he's had 2 carp and 3 skimmers. My carp are no great size. I think I've got about £20 in the net, 18 to £20. Just tried the margin and caught a 2-ounce roach which fell off just as I was bringing it in. Made my day there. I'm just on the bomb for the last 10 minutes, so I'll just sit it out and see what happens. I don't know what anyone else has done further up the lake on my peg, from my peg, because I've got a big bush in the way, so I can't see what's happening. There's a few people opposite been catching and a few people opposite who haven't been catching, so looks like it's been a struggle for a lot of people unless you happen to have the fish right in front of you. So I'll see you after the weigh-in.